Hi, my name is Amruta and this is an idea pitch for my serious game called Compost It. Meet Jenny and Bo. They live in a cozy apartment which has a lovely small outdoor space. Jenny likes to garden in her balcony, but is looking forward to take it more seriously and move from just decorative plants to growing some of her own produce. One of the first things she's concerned about is using fertilizers for her garden. They cost a lot of money, the resultant food is not organic, and they increase one's carbon footprint. She has also heard about colossal food wastage happening in the country and about general domestic waste clogging up to 20 to 30% of our landfills. So, Jenny decides to try composting as she doesn't want to be part of these environmental problems. She talks to her friends, inquires on social media, and Googles about the topic to learn more about it. But the whole process is time consuming, boring, requires a lot of efforts, and the information is coming from various different sources, which makes Jenny unsure about which source to trust. She needs something that is fast, enjoyable, easy to understand, and social so she can learn about it with her friends and family. The solution to this problem? Compost It, our multiplayer board game. Jenny and many people like her could use a game like this to learn about indoor composting in a fun way. Serious goals of this game are educating people about small-scale indoor composting and getting gardening enthusiasts interested in recycling and composting. And target audience of the game are people who grow or are willing to grow produce themselves and people interested in recycling, gardening, and composting. Let's start with the design phase of the project. How does the game work? The deck of 100 cards is divided into three types: domestic waste, worm, and bonus cards. The domestic waste cards are again divided into three types: green cards that consist of items that go in wet layer of compost bin, brown cards that consist of items that go in the dry layer of compost bin, and danger cards that are not supposed to go in the bin at all. Next type is worm cards. There are 4 species of worm cards in this deck. 2 of them are good for the quality of compost and 2 of them are not. Of course, none of these cards are marked and players are supposed to find out which card goes where. Next type is bonus cards. There are 6 types of these: water, sunlight, shred, and stir. These 4 indicate activities or elements that improve quality of compost, and players get extra points for those. Steal and drop cards can be used to get a desired card from the opponent's bin or to put one's own danger card in their bin to get an edge over the opponents. So, each player gets a sheet like this, which is a somewhat accurate visual representation of an actual compost bin. At the bottom, we have moist and dirt layer, which are constant. Next one is worm layer, which is used to put players' worm cards. On the top of it is a grid for domestic waste cards to be filled in alternate layers, wet and dry. Bonus cards go in bonus pile, danger cards go in the discard pile. This is the reward system of the game, with brown cards having the highest points and danger cards having the lowest. Now, let's discuss the production phase. The project will require 1 graphic designer, 1 game designer. They both can be the same person with appropriate skills. 1 expert for content research. So 2 to 3 people in total. And this is the proposed timeline and budget for the project. Research phase includes content research about indoor composting, which may take up to 1 month. There are not many requirements except for internet connection. The approximate cost is $40 per month. Game designing and prototyping phase can take up to 2 months. It requires Adobe Suite and other software and tangible supplies, which may cost up to $2,000. Production, meaning printing and preparing cards and boxes, which will require about 2 weeks, and the team needs access to a color printing facility. Cost estimated up to $5,000 for the first batch of production. Playtesting and iterations, which start right after first prototype, will take a total of 3 months. This phase will require location and participants, and cost could be very flexible. So at the moment, total budget of the entire project goes up to $7,500 plus distribution cost. The only predictable risk is slow reception by users, as in the case of many serious games. But the risk is worth taking due to the topic of the game and its fairly small budget. Now, why do you, good people at Environmental Protection Agency, need Compost It? EPA supports several environmental topics, including reducing waste and recycling, which includes composting. Your website provides good information, tips, and several external links about the subject. Our game can be a one-stop shop for people visiting this page, and it's a lot more engaging than clicking on a bunch of links. The website section, Resources for Students and Educators, as you may know, is currently missing a composting-related resource. So, to sum it up, playing Compost It will inspire sustainable solutions to the domestic waste issue. It will guide recycling and gardening enthusiasts in the right direction. In the light of recent 30% budget cut proposal by the US government as of March 2017, EPA could use as many low-budget resources as possible to promote their causes. And finally, playing this game will prompt children to recycle more in their future. Why hire us? For any serious game design, you need a team that has passion for the subject, personal experience in the field, has done or is willing to do extensive research, and love for game designing. Our team satisfies all these criteria. Finally, creating a compost bin at home is a small contribution almost every individual can make for the sake of the environment. And who knows, something so basic can be beginning of a major recycling movement. As they say, be the change you wish to see in the world. Thank you.